Hey everybody, Michael Sheena here. We are looking at the 2011 Lincoln MKX, and let's examine some of the colors that we have here. And if you look at this interior, you'll see it's kind of got this aluminum finish with the seats with this kind of, I call it almost like an olive type piping, maybe black. We can also take a look at the vehicle, obviously not powered up right now. And the color is Bordeaux Red Reserve. I'm going to try to get some more angles for you to see this car. Color, I like it. I like the color. Now this is more of your traditional, like a silver. What's different about this one, darker interior, as you can see here. And it's got the wood finish. This is called ingot silver. And one more. Again, it kind of, everything's looking like olive to me today. I'm wearing an olive shirt, maybe that's why. But let's see what they call it. They call this, obviously, not white platinum, so they have given me the wrong sheet for this car. Whatever. Okay, so this is just a brief view of the interior. I'm going to back it up here. I'm going to shoot from down here. You can see panoramic roof. While we're having some fun here, let's take a look at the back. And can we go for gold here? Let's see if we can get the hatch here. Again, the ingot silver. And whatever this is. Look that up. I'll put it in the notes on the video. There we go. What we have here is the red candy metallic, one of the other colors. I'm going to try to get it in the sunlight here without getting run over. Give you a perspective. And over here is the white, I believe, that was on the info sheet in the other vehicle. Alright, so this is the 2011 Lincoln MKX crossover with the My Lincoln Touch system. I found the keys, so I was able to start it up for you. There are two ways to control the system. One being these control pods on the steering wheel, designed to mimic consumer goods like a portable game station, so that you're not relearning some sort of new control system. And of course the center stack. Now I'm going to show you the capacitive touch here. Just sliding your finger along with the chaser light allows you to reduce the fan speed. And of course you can do it from these controls as well. This is going to go to the home screen where it shows you your various basic functions. And then they make a big deal about the 4 quadrants. The gold for the phone, this maroon for entertainment, blue for climate control, and green for navigation. And the bottom line in the system is they're trying to get you to keep your hands on the steering wheel. Driving other vehicles, I know how frustrating it can be to have this hands-off distraction, even if it is a turning the wheel like in an iDrive type system. So from what we've seen of the demo, and I have played with this system, in the past. I do like it. It isn't perhaps all the way there, but somebody has to start out with these systems, and I think it's very convincing. It's certainly got features that other cars do not have. The capacitive touch feature here for all the buttons is something I think you're going to see a lot more from other manufacturers. Certainly I've heard Cadillac talk about this. The Volt, forthcoming Chevrolet Volt, has a lot of capacitive touch on the center stack. So it's certainly the way they're going with things. And with these screens in the center, these LCD displays splitting the speedometer on both sides, again, you look at cars like the Land Rover and the Jaguar, where it is all just one LCD panel completely. A few journalists on those particular cars have complained that the quality of the display perhaps isn't up to the level of those vehicles, but in this Lincoln here, I think it does work very nicely. It's not replacing all the analog, and I think it gives you a lot of information in a pretty pleasing manner. From what we see, of course, you've got all your typical controls laid out, your memory seats, your headlight controls. One of the things that you can do in this vehicle that they pointed out to me is the ability to switch your screen. For example, this is a customized screen that you can take and put the items that you feel are most appropriate for when you drive, and you can edit this list and add just a whole bunch of different components here, and that's a unique feature. I asked if it varied based on the key. So, for example, you could have one unique screen and your partner could have another one. No. At this point, it is customized just singly, but I would imagine that's only a matter of time before they're going to be customizing the ability for each individual driver to not only have their seating positions in their mirrors, but why not the whole environment. Of course, you've got your input here for all the stuff. Your USB. This is an SD slot. Right now it's using the navigation. You could obviously pull that out, put in for some music or something else if you're not using nav. And composite video inputs. This is kind of starting to look a little bit old school composite. Of course, like the new Honda Odyssey now has HDMI. But again, these are minor changes that can be made running in production vehicles. For now, many electronics do still support composite, but obviously that's going to be changing. You can also stick in an AT&T wireless card, data card here, for the ability to turn this car into a hotspot. Now, that does not change the ability of this car to use your Bluetooth and dial an 800 number to get sync services. If you put a data card in there, that's not going to change. It's not going to go over the data network to the cloud. You're still going to be dialing that number. Obviously, when you're dealing at a data dial type situation from the demo, it works okay, but you're going to be using it at dial-up speeds. But you can get all sorts of crazy stuff. Sports scores, which you can customize in the Sync My Ride area, horoscope, stock ticker, that kind of thing. One of the things I would like to see eventually on this vehicle is the ability for it to automatically grab that information as soon as you get in. So when you get in the car, it would already have your updated sports scores and your updated stock ticker, whatever you want, your email, already done for you, where you wouldn't have to, press the button, go into Sync My Ride. It's a minor thing, but again, when you're looking at a car so advanced, you think, well, hey, why can't we just take it to the next level? Just sitting in the vehicle, of course, Ford is making a huge effort with the quality of the materials. It's very evident to see that here, so I've been really pleased with that. And, of course, we're going to be taking this vehicle for a spin later on today, so I'll have a few driving impressions later on, but I did want to give you a chance to see this system in action and take it from there. Just a few of the things. As you can see, I'm just playing with the features and how you can go in and out using this toggle pad. We've already done that one. The trip fuel economy. One of the things they made mention of is that you can do instant, you can do average, but you can also do 5, 10, and 30-minute averages, which is kind of cool. You can see how are you driving over a certain amount of time, not just the average over the life since it's been reset, or the instantaneous, which is pretty helpful, actually, I would think. And then over on this side, of course, you've got your entertainment quadrant, where you're choosing your various modes, and your phone. Then we get down to navigation and the climate control. So, as you can see, I'm just kind of filling with that. Hit OK there. Very nice system. I mean, obviously, you're going to want to spend some time in your driveway before you go out and start fiddling. I certainly wouldn't want to learn on the road, but once you get a hang of this, I think you can get a lot of the things through voice commands, which is very nice. It's a much enhanced voice menu, and also having this stuff at your fingertips. Ford made a big deal when I was at a presentation at their safety center about how they don't want people looking past a certain degree level when judging from controls. And you can see I'm tilting my camera. That's pretty much the end of it. What they don't want you doing is going all the way down here, because then it takes too long for you to get back up to view the road. So this is, again, just a really basic look at the MKX from what we've seen so far, and we'll hopefully have some test drive impressions coming up in just a little bit. All right, here we go. As we can see, we've got the orange light lighting up, and then going dark again as soon as you get out of danger here in terms of cars that may be in your blind spot. It's a great feature. I'm a big fan of it. I think it can make the difference between you getting to your destination on time or having to fill out insurance paperwork at the side of the road. We're looking here really quickly. This is, of course, the My Lincoln Touch control system that we had discussed previously. This is just simply an action. And, of course, here we have the center stack. So right now, we're going to go ahead and get back to driving here. But I just wanted to give you a brief tour of this MKX out here. Hi, folks. So this is really a wrap-up of my short driving experience here in the 2011 Lincoln MKX. Compared to the competition of the likes of the Lexus RX, the Cadillac SRX, in terms of driving dynamics, is right in the ballpark. I mean, none of these vehicles are going to drive like a Mazda 3, light to the touch, flinging around a corner. They're designed to get you around in a very luxurious space with a lot of amenities. And the nice thing about this Lincoln is that it really does pack in the tech more than just about anybody else. I do like the additional vocabulary of the voice command system. I do like the capacitive touch controls. There are just a few things that get me. Obviously, on the turn signal control with these electronic controls, it can sometimes, until you're getting used to it, be difficult to determine how to cancel it without going to the other side. There were just a few surfaces in here that I felt were a little on the flimsier side. In terms of driving dynamics, I felt that it held the mark with other sport utilities. I really dabbed the throttle here, getting out in a few places, and in this particular example, being the front-wheel drive model, it did tug a little bit at the steering wheel, but nothing major at all. There was no major torque steer at all. Very solid vehicle. I love the features like the blind spot, as I've mentioned with other cars. I really think this is a very important safety advancement. And overall, I find the Lincoln here to be a quality piece that I recommend for your consideration. Of course, as with all my recommendations, I always suggest that folks take a look at some of the other real leaders in the industry to see how they feel about it versus my opinion. But overall, it is definitely worth your consideration if you're in the market for this kind of mid-sized premium utility. There's no doubt about it. Compared to the prior model, this refresh really has reset the mark for this particular Lincoln.